Have probably seen those bird scooters in downtown Cincinnati. I've actually seen one or two left on the sidewalk in Northside. They've been here a few weeks now, and city council members have some concerns about pedestrian safety. Today, they motioned to adjust the permanent arrangement with Bird, making the company responsible if a Bird rider misusing the scooter injures someone else. Bird scooters are not supposed to be on sidewalks, and riders must follow traffic signals. But Councilmember David Mann says most riders break these rules, putting other folks at risk. In a statement, he says in part, quote, "Bird is a profit-making activity which has landed here for one purpose, to make money for someone. Profit is fine, but the damage inflicted by any enterprise must be assumed by the business, not an innocent public." I am joined now by Not on Your Side transportation reporter Pat LaFleur. Thanks for joining us. So is there any evidence that people have been hurt by these scooters?
No, I've reached out to Cincinnati police. They have confirmed that there's at least one incident that has involved a pedestrian possibly being injured. I wasn't able to immediately get more details on that. I'm still waiting on that incident report. But just anecdotally, I've been hearing for weeks now that people ride them on the sidewalks. People have told me they're riding them on the sidewalks. And I think that's because a lot of people just don't feel safe riding these things in the street. Cincinnati is a city with lots of different kinds of roads, some much bigger than others. And it's going to have to be a matter of using them on streets where you feel safe being in the lane versus on the sidewalk, because they're frankly just not safe on the sidewalk.
I've seen them just kind of laying down on the sidewalks. You know, is that supposed to happen?
No, that's not. Now they are dockless.
Yeah.
The whole concept is that you can pick one up using a locator on the Bird mobile app, and then you find it, you unlock it, take it wherever you need to go, and then you can leave it there. But the rules state that it has to be out of the public right-of-way, and it can't be blocking any pedestrians' walk along the sidewalk. So seeing them lying down on the sidewalk really isn't kosher with the rules.
Sure. Is this kind of cart before the horse kind of stuff? Did the release of these happen before we were really ready for it?
I think that's the experience that nearly every city has had, that these scooter rentals, especially the dockless ones, have seen over the very recent months. This is still a very new thing that's come about. And lots of companies like Uber and Lyft, they are really trying to jump into this game because these scooters are providing a service that they just aren't necessary for. They're meant to provide the last mile of the trip, and not many Uber riders use that service for that short of a distance. So, but what we're seeing is that, you know, a lot of the concerns that are surrounding these scooters are similar to some that came about when Uber and Lyft were around. There weren't really the rules set in place before they started to arrive.
Okay, we have about 15 seconds. What's the fix?
That's the big question. I think what the city has on its table now is they need to set a clear set of rules and continue to stay at the table with Bird. That's really the only way this is going to resolve itself.
Got it. It's popular.
It is.
You see a lot of people using it.
Yeah, but a lot of them are even getting worn down already. It hasn't even been a month, and some are starting to break down from overuse.
All right, we'll continue to follow the situation. Pat LaFleur, as always, thank you for your perspective.
Thank you.
And Not on Your Side wants to hear from you. What do you think about the Bird scooters? Call the Feedback Friday hotline to voice your opinion. That number is 513-852-4998. Craig McKee shares your thoughts every Friday night at 6 o'clock.